Alright, so I had to wait till I got back to pull up the camera. I mean, I could have normally I stopped, but I was just leaving, and this wasn't really. It's the closest I could say to personal. It ain't really personal, I ain't mad at none of these niggas. I ain't, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the foul shit. I ain't from here, but you making it like y'all accepted me. It's like, no, nigga, I can go anywhere. That's what I'm saying. Y'all non-gangsters, y'all with that family shit, that's fine. All that related, but there's a difference between niggas that's all related, but also gangsters. See, but people who just related, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's where y'all get into trouble. Cause y'all just family, y'all. I don't care how you say nothing about that. All right. So anyway, as I was leaving, either way, he won. I knew he was one of them the whole time, and now I'm just fucking with it because he fucking with me. Started with me. Well, whatever. That basically, like I said, they come out, with the phone to their ear, or soon as I get in proximity, so my eye, in my view, is right up the street. Really, I had just pulled out, and he comes out. He's like, "What am I talking about?" All right, so what am I talking about? It's the barbershop right there. I've been seeing it for years, but remember the videos I would do? I think I did a few about the nigga that would come here, but he kept fucking it up on the scene. I was there on purpose, and this conversation every time we're talking is just, it ain't real nigga shit. Is just, I know before this gang stalker cult shit, before he probably was cool. You see what I'm saying? But now everything was, yeah, yeah, like the oppression and da da da, this and that, and and I know he know, like I know the rules and everything. Matter of fact, he's a little bit older than me, about 2 years. I guess that's the brother, right? I've been seeing him since I got here. Hey, nigga, you need to take your sister to work with you. You got. I don't. I know that's not his company, but you got a company truck that you could bring home. She get it. There's plenty of female tradesmen. Matter of fact, a lot of them, they always posted on Instagram because they got like a job somewhere, a plumber, but she, she still thinks she's sexy and da 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 da. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's his girl, his sister is. Well, like I said, I ain't seen him. He used to, he gang stalker shit. He hasn't been entry exit. When I get here, he been, he ain't been riding or sitting over there. Y'all seen him over. But anyway, that ain't the point. It's not him. It's another nigga up the street. So what happened is, I'm like, okay, this one, because a barbershop that's packed, a regular one, I can't go to. Because they going, all these young kids, they gonna do that stupid shit. Like I said, matter of fact, the one that come to my house, or used to, whatever. He I was in his shop, and some like two little teenagers in there, right, waiting for. I don't even know what they was waiting for, cause it looked like they ain't had no money. But anyway, they doing the street theater. Oh, you want to look like a celebrity? You got to pay them. I'm like, what the hell is that? No, they said that. The street theater, and I would have. I mean, I could have said something like, "Why would you even think that?" Like young man or young blood, young brother. You supposed to get a haircut to be. Back in my day, you got a haircut. Like I said, so your mama, you want to embarrass your mama, not because you want to look like a celebrity. See how they got them brainwashed? And by the time you're a teenager, just so the girls will be on you. You ain't got to come to them. They on you. That's why you got your fresh cut, not a celebrity. That's what I'm saying. They all want to look like them boys, the Migos and all them with that expensive weave and all. Whatever. I don't know what it is. They might be there. I don't care. Remember I said they spend more money on their hair than a bitch. All of them, not just them. Them the only ones I can think of. I don't know the rest of them. or the 21 Savage that's in court now. Ain't that his name? Or Young Thug or whatever. But anyway, so this just me, fucking with him and them. All right, so yeah, I figured, and just like I figured when I went there really was nobody in there. But it's gang stalking shit. He's a black dude, not young, maybe about a little bit older than me. And I assume it's his. But I thought at least, even though I knew about gang stalking, this was only like 2 years ago. Matter of fact, when I had that beige Blazer, the four-door S10, I had been here 2 years. And I'm thinking, ain't gonna be too many. I ain't got to hear all that, that barbershop bullshit, think it's barbershop like the movie. And also they act like, I don't know, like I'm white or something. It's like we all been, every barber in every neighborhood, every little boy had to sit in that little booster thing. We all remember that, some of us, and not just white boys, but some of all we did used to cry. It didn't hurt. They used to fuck with you, yeah. Oh, look at it, yeah. The next thing it was hard to get your hair cut. Motherfucking aunties and everybody, every time, that shit wasn't. Y'all women just always fucking with niggas with that your mamas that haircut shit. But anyway, I'm just joking. It wasn't traumatized. But anyway, so my point is, everybody know, barbershop talk, da da da. But I don't want to hear it now because it's all going to be victimhood. Bunch of grown-ass black men talking about the white man like they bitches. And even back in the early 90s and the late 80s, we wasn't worried about the white man. And really, we didn't go to the barbershop because we ain't had the money sometimes. And my homeboy cut my hair. And, you get compliments and all that shit, from the girls at school because he knew how to cut. But... oh, that's a weird, cause I remember about in 07, they was all out in Seattle. I'm like, what the fuck y'all niggas doing in Seattle now? But once all that, 10 years later, that Chaz and Chop shit, I should have known. Like, why? I mean, I already knew it was something, but, whatever. But, like, by then, but like I said, he had thanked me one time. He did. He's like, you the only one that kept walking with us, da-da-da, when we had some shit. The only reason I say this, because, he's like, both of them are 6'4", him and his brother. And he was thinking, this was before, obviously, this was high school. I guess they was into it with some folks or something. I don't know who they was into. But like, I don't know, everybody else had stopped fucking with me. But this was like in 03, after I'd been out. Because, matter of fact, he was kind of one of the only ones that still was fucking with me after everybody gang stalking, like in 04, but really 02, 03 had started cutting me off. Because of the woke gang stalking shit. Victimhood. Alright, but anyways, let me... don't tell me this shit. Nah, this is just that phone. It's not... oh, okay, it's wrong. Alright, so this is when I left. What? No, this should be when I left. Because before I pulled off, I erased all the videos. I formatted it. Sitting right here. And so there was plenty of space. Now all of a sudden there's nothing on here. Cause like I said, I was sitting here formatted. Well, alright, he got lucky. Is this what you get? Sometimes buying this made in China stuff is not racism. And thank you to hit a button. because this is all after I even went and picked up that Harris Teeter. But so since it ain't on here, anyway, he comes out. I'll just show right quick my door open, but ain't nobody. I'll be right back. Ain't nobody feeling crazy enough to go in my door unlocked, brother. I mean, ain't too much to show because he ain't there, but oh shit, goddamn, this thing on. This is on Wi-Fi. I forgot about that. I can't, well, unless I start a whole new live stream on my other phone. But this one is, if it's still working, it reached pretty far, but I ain't going nowhere. I rarely use this phone, that's why I forgot. And so, but with them, the fact that I'm even telling them is enough. I just ain't got the footage. But I ain't finna start to do all that. But anyways, another funny thing, right quick, before if this, I don't know if it's still. It probably did black out. I had just pulled off. I don't know if it was still reaching to my house, so it probably did just black out. Because I forgot this is yeah, it's connected to the Wi-Fi. I thought I was on this one for a second, but the reason I'm not on it because I wanted to show this other video I made right quick while I was in the store. It's like, this is just weird behavior. I'll just let it play.
This ain't a complaint, but look, see, there's nobody behind me. Everybody's over there. And I was wondering if he's gonna close or shut down, but then why is everybody in that room?
Now, if you can see right quick a little bit how long that line is. All them people, all black folks, this is how it is. I'm just saying. And there was nobody. He came by. He the only one. And when he got to the, he didn't even need anything. I think he bought, I don't know what he bought. All I heard was the cash register say, you got to buy something. He ain't got no groceries. But everybody with groceries, they all racked up, stacked up behind each other. And nobody, you know, it's like a setup again. I'm like, what are y'all? Because a lot of times they did, not just at that store. Even regular grocery stores, you know, they'll have a short line like that with nobody in it, and I'll walk it, and you know exactly, he'll put up the clothes, or the girl put up the clothes. I'm going on break, and there's nothing you can do. And so that's why I even asked the white dude in front of me. I'm like, did he just say this line is closed? Because you know, back in the day, it was, you know, a few years without, you know, if you're the next one, I done had cashiers tell me. Matter of fact, you know, Walmart or just regular grocery, you know, tell anybody get behind you, tell them I'm finna close. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, the girl be like, yo, I'm finna close. Tell anybody behind them close. You know, you're the last person. And so that's why I asked them. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's stuff like they try to make fun of that you do from experience. That's why I get a lot of that from. You know, they think it's like, I don't know, doing too much or something. Just common sense shit. Just ask. Because otherwise I would have had to go get in a long ass line. So I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? And I'm just waiting for the dude to put up the little clothes thing, you know, the gang stalking shit. Or he really need a break. I don't know. But for some reason, that's the first time I ever saw that in my life. Ever. Ever since you've been going with your mama, your grandmama, whoever, your whole life, that line was open and everybody is literally just sitting. It's like some kind of, it's like a horror movie. You know, the Stepfoot, not just Stepfoot wives, everybody is in that line.
See, there's Nobody behind me. Everybody's over.
And they got lots of, so, some of them got full carts, half full. So I pull up and it's open. But I don't know, I think it's because they're superstitious, and when I talk and tell on them, just like I said, every time they do dirt, and then it's like, I don't know, it's weird as fuck. They do dirt during the week, the doctor, the eyeglass doctor at the VA, and then they get super nice, and then they just do, it's like they all let him go. No, I don't want to get let go. If dude was closed, I would have got behind everybody else. But I'm just wondering why. I mean, I ain't doing nothing. I would have been on my phone fucking with the radio or something. I don't care. Nowadays, even back in the past, you remember Inquirer magazine, Bigfoot. All that. You would have read Ebony. No, really, what it was, Jet magazine. We ain't mind standing in line, even in the 2000s. Ever since grade school or whatever, Jet magazine. What do you do? Go straight to the middle page. Since we was kids in the 80s, my generation. You in a long ass line, what the first thing you do? Pick up a Jet magazine, go straight to the middle, Jet Beauty of the Week. So you don't care if you in line. Then you scroll through, not scroll, you flip through and look at the rest of the magazine. So no, you ain't got it they try to make it like we're mad. No, it's, we want to be in front, or we want to this. No, you did dirt. I keep telling you that. That's why nobody's gonna have no sympathy, because it makes it worse when you do that stupid shit like that, like I just showed you. Now you trying to play, or whatever you trying to do, players. It's just weird as fuck. You know what you did. Don't act like, oh, I'm complaining. Oh, he gotta have his way. How's that having my way when literally, like I said Tuesday, at the 15 minutes, the reason I knew, look at the clock. And first of all, like I said, I knew what time I pulled up. Because, I'm used to it. 15 minutes early, 30 minutes early, da-da-da-da. So I know what time I pulled up. And I know how long it take to walk upstairs. And now, so I know I literally longer than 15 minutes, because I still was kind of late, because I think I got there 10 minutes before my appointment. And, to me, that's late. And so that means I was there. The appointment was what, at 3:30? I think I got there at 3:20 or something like that. Or all I know is it was 20 minutes past, because it was past. It must have been 2 o'clock then. Now I got there at 2:50 up the check-in. Now that I didn't pull up at 2:50. So it was 15 minutes after my appointment, but it was 15 minutes, way past 15 after I checked in. So it's like, nah, don't act like I start snapping. That's what I'm saying. That's that gang stalker gaslighting shit. That's what getting these niggas killed and these bitches. But I think they sacrificing themselves. Who knows? A cult? We all know most of it. We ain't studied it, but we know enough since the 80s. Jim Jones and the moon, or whatever the fuck, the rocket people drinking the Kool-Aid. We know enough that some cults can get people to kill themselves. That's why I said, like the Black Lives Matter, the ones kept fighting the police when even after the body cam, and they really did think the body cam would prove they were right. That was crazy in the first place. Stupid. I always thought immediately, I'm like, that's the dumbest thing. Like I said, you already know what it is. Most of these niggas every time had a misdemeanor, or if you're going back to prison. Either way, it's like, and if you know you got felonies and going back to prison, like I said, that's the only time I let a nigga even try to snap on me. If he's one of my homeboys, hey man, slow down or something like that, because I really ain't thinking like that. They super paranoid. It's like 03, 04 or something like that. This and that. Because they don't want to go back. They extra careful. But every time they do the this and that, and they wanted the body cam, we see these niggas doing stupid shit, speeding and da 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 da. No, you don't speed. You drive. You riding dirty, right? So why the fuck are you speeding? Why the fuck you ain't got your seatbelt on? Why the fuck this and that? Seatbelt law is unconstitutional, but just like helmet law. But either way, that ain't what I'm talking about right now. So yeah, they do this weird shit like, oh yeah, like I'm the little kid. Oh, he's mad. No, all I want. How hard? That's what I'm saying. Lowering the standard. They lower the bar. We just want regular. If it was packed, when like I said, at the appointment, it was nobody. And then the dude that got there after me, they called him before me. That's just regular the way things go, business, any business, hospital, federal or not. That's the way it go. I checked in first. I don't care if he going to see a different doctor, different procedure. I got here before him, and it ain't nobody else out here. Some departments, yeah, it's packed, this and that, but and they try to act like, let him go now, like, no, what are y'all doing? That's some weird ass shit. And that's the gas. That's how they drive people crazy, drive them to do shit, either hurt themselves or hurt them. But yeah, back to the barber dude, that one. So he would all of a sudden start showing up at like a gas station right around here. And he again, always my whole life, I always make friends. That's another thing. That's how I knew something was wrong. I told you I moved a lot, but I never was, how kids, even in the 80s, oh, we got to move, all my friends. I just knew we had to. The job is, first of all, it's a better job, more money. So, and you got to move down south from New York. And it was, you move from New York, Queens to Roswell, a whole bunch of white boys. But like I said, I always made friends immediately. Had no problem. We in the woods doing the same shit, riding bikes, 12 years old. So my point is, I always made friends pretty fast. And no, I'm not friendly, but, and I actually, like I said, that's what it was, got things. Because when I was real little, or when I was like 6, even in Queens, I had trees like this with climbing trees, all types of shit, climbing big ass fences. That's way bigger than that, like fences that are at a baseball park. All types of shit. You're doing little boy stuff. And like I said, literally, that's why, like riding a motorcycle, that's why when guys like us, when they grow up, we still do, they say we do stupid shit. Yeah, it's basically, that is the same, and I told you, it's the same thrill when you really facing stuff that could get you years, decades, life or death. It's the same thrill as go to fucking sleep. I told my mom didn't curse. Y'all better go to sleep. But maybe her cousins all this together. Yeah, it's the same thrill. We sneaking out, this and that. They're sneaking out because we, having a sleepover. I'm talking about when you're like 4 or 5. We real little. It's the same goddamn thrill. Hanging with your cousins and doing something bad or whatever. Sneaking, just bad. The baddest thing is just sneaking. Because we supposed to be asleep. Sneaking, sneaking out the room. But whatever. So anyway, he would pop up at this gas station that I would go to get gas or whatever. But they thought I was like hanging out. And where are these weirdos? They're old. So they too old to be going looking for the nerdery. And today's Saturday. The office closed. I know they ain't looking for that apartment where Scooter Boy used to stay. That one is empty. Matter of fact, now I think about it, this thing at 90%. Only Scooter Boy apartment is empty. There's only 6 apartments, but it's 5. That's 5 is full. And Scooter Boy. But anyway, they was whatever. They just all right. So he would pop, but he like I said, it didn't matter. He wasn't one of us. And plus his little. Remember I told you in the 80s, 2 years make a lot of difference. So that's what I'm saying. A guy that's 2 years older than me, they totally different. 1 year, he might be just like us, but 2 years is like night and day. They more R&B types. We didn't laugh at it because they was older. Like I said, he would have been probably in 10th or 11th. He might be 3 years older than me, 11th grade. You can't laugh at them because they older than you. A lot of them probably play sports and everything. They the fucking man around school. But we just 9th graders. But they really didn't. They know most of the songs, and they might even go to a few concerts. They know what I'm talking about, gangster rap, real gangster, like 88, 89, all that. But they really don't fuck with it like that. Never did. Even when I was in the Army, I said that when I was at Fort Bragg, you know, it was a couple of black dudes older than us, really only about 2 years. And, you know, they didn't do what we did and listen and that hang out at the clubs around Fayetteville we hung at or none of that. They didn't do none of that. They, you know, I was about my business too, but it's like, really, you can't multitask? That's literally multitask. I can't hang out. And, you know, actually, you know, I'm rising faster, and that's not a brag. I'm rising faster than y'all did, because, you know, y'all, and yeah, that's the thing. They really don't want all that, you know, stuff, you know, do all that, you know, ranger school and da-da-da-da, and jump master, this and that. But the same thing. And so he's making jokes that really ain't that funny. And almost like Rib been trying to rib me, and why would you talk to that fat girl? So I'm like, I'm not mad, but it's supposed to be funny, bro. Like, you got to have some kind of background to make it that I'm the one that want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? We all went through that. Hey, man, you know, you want that old big girl in there. And then it wasn't funny because I know he gang stalking. You know, usually happen to pull up. When I pull up, hey, I know you. Normally, it's like, oh shit, what's up? What you doing later, nigga? Oh shit, yeah, all right, I'm gonna be at the spot. All right, I'll be there in a minute. Let me pay for this gas. Nah, you going in there to see that fat chick. That's totally different. It's organic, you know. Yeah, you know, we just laughing, ha ha ha. But it didn't make me mad about the joke. It was, I know you gang stalking, man. It's like, see, you ain't trying to be real. You ain't trying to be, yeah, you gang stalking. You ain't trying to be a real nigga, you know, this and that. And so I stopped going to him too. But today is the first time he actually did some shit. Because that's the way I always got to go to basically anywhere I got to pass this shop. And when I was going to pick up another order, he comes out with that, you know, that phone, acting like he talking on the phone, doing it like he's just a regular bus ride. You know how, like I said, a lot of times be somebody on the bus and they'll pick up their phone and look at me while I'm driving by and start talking like they were reporting on me, like they in another gang or something. You know, this shit just crazy. Whack. It's just whack as fuck. But anyway, that's all it was. And I ain't got the video, so I had to just try to describe it as best I could. But anyway, it was just funny, you know. But that's about it. I got to put up my groceries before they get hot. You know, this my unit ain't got central air. I got that unit, that portable unit. It worked good because, you know, it's only me by myself and I ain't got to worry about the rest of the house. You know, this and that. But they rebuilt the other two. Got central air.